Well, Rob G., I will pass it over to you. The NBA All-Star weekend is
It's the topic of conversation,
absolutely.
man.
I went and got my credential. I'm going to be there all weekend. I'm sorry about that.
I'm still upset about my situation.
Monty got turned down as well. So you guys.
What is that all about?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe because I've been covering the league since 1987. I don't know. Rob G.
I don't know. It's going to be some smoke when I see somebody.
There's going to be some smoke for Kevin Durant. That's for all sure because he, after their game last night, a loss to the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard, Aspire LLC, and all them boys went in there and put belt to ass on the Rockets. And after the game, of course, the All-Star game is coming up in about 72 hours. All-Star weekend starts in about a day and a half.
Yep.
And everybody's talking about, like, hey, how are we going to fix the All-Star game, this new form? What are we going to do? And ultimately, what it seems to come down to is if guys just play hard, we'll have a great All-Star game experience. Well, Kevin Durant was asked about that last night, and he seemed to take it kind of personally. Take a listen.
I saw the rosters were revealed and said you're on that old heads team. Do you think the old heads will compete and try to win the whole tournament here?
You should ask the Europeans, if the world team, if they're going to compete. I mean, because when you look at Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic now, let's go back and look at what they do in the All-Star game. Is that competition? So we haven't questioned what they've been doing, but we're going to question the old heads and the Americans. But these two dudes out there, Luka and Jokic, they don't care about the game at all. These dudes be laying on the floor, they shoot from half court, but you got to worry about the old heads playing hard. I can read between the lines, bro.
Yeah, and you could read between the lines and you'd be wrong because guess what?
What?
Even before those guys showed up and became this has stopped a long time ago. This didn't stop since Luka and the Joker showed up. You guys have stopped playing way before that. You really have.
Mm-hmm.
When LeBron checked out of this, you know what I mean? And people follow the leader. He's the face of the NBA. When he checked out of this, a lot of players checked out. They didn't want to compete. You talked about it yesterday. When Kobe picked up LeBron at
Half court.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And LeBron immediately gave up the ball and was like, I want no part of this. Dude.
That was strange. It's an
was,
all-star game.
Yes.
Crowd's excited. Kobe slaps the ground. He's ready to go.
Let's go.
Everybody stands up. Even the players stood up on the bench like, all right. Oh,
let's see our moment.
What did he pass? They didn't double team him, nothing. That was strange. Can't deny it.
But that's where I think Kevin Durant is missing the point is that NBA fans have felt cheated for a while now. And it ain't going to be the European, the Johnny-come-latelys. They're a big part of the league. Mm-hmm. I get what Kevin Durant's saying. They don't set the tone. The American players set the tone in the NBA. KD, what are you talking about? Can you replay any interviews from Luka Doncic or from the Joker? They're not saying anything about the NBA. Nobody goes and asks them why. It's about the American players. You set the standard. This is an American league. If you were playing in Europe, they wouldn't go to you, KD, and ask you. This is about America. And this is why you get the smoke.
Ooh.
This is your league. This is our league in the United States. Even in the baseball, nobody's going to Ohtani to ask him what's wrong with Major League Baseball. Are you kidding? Hey, Ohtani, why aren't there black fans in the stands?
Oh, he definitely going to get an interpreter for that.
You know what I'm saying? That's not how it works. Come on, man. Don't pass the buck. Answer the damn question, KD. Stop passing the buck to guys who came over to this country just to play basketball. They didn't invent the league. You guys gave up the league. You stopped having passion. You stopped playing hard. You gave up the MVP. We haven't had an MVP, an American MVP, since the Louisiana Purchase. You got the nerve to want to pass the buck. Own it if you want to do it. Tell the fans, blank you, we don't care about you. Because that's the message that the fans got. They're not running to Luka or going to run to the Joker and say, what about you guys from Europe? How come you're not playing hard? Because when you checked out KD and all of your contemporaries, that's when the rest of the league checked out. If you took the game seriously, you think the Joker and Luka would get out on the court and not play?
That's the part right there, Rob. That's the part. I agree. If you watch Luka, Luka looks lazy as ever out there. We all know Joker rather be with his horses. However, there are 24 guys, give or take, in an all-star game. And if the other 22 were going hard, if the other 22 were playing at top, three-quarters effort, absolutely they would fall in line. Or you know what they would do? Coach, I ain't going to lie. Just keep me out. And they wouldn't be on the floor. So absolutely they can set the tone. And a couple of things, too. We talk about this all the time. Right now it's the Winter Olympics on TV. Let me tell you a country that don't play about their particular sport. Canada. What sport don't they play about, Rob? They don't play about hockey. That's their sport. They take it very seriously, and they don't want to lose it. Whenever they have the American versus Canada or other countries, they want to compete. They want to play. So, yes, I get his point that Luka's one of the best players and Jokic is one of the best players. And, yes, they aren't Mr. All-Star Game type of players per se. However, you all set the tone. This is an American game. There's a reason why those guys even play, because we set the tone back in '92 with the Dream Team. We set the tone. We kind of reset the parameters of what basketball is supposed to be. We sent out our best. We went out there. We balled over, and the whole world said, oh, shoot, that's basketball. And we reset the tone for what basketball is supposed to be, and then all of a sudden that's how you get all these baby birthed in it and Jokic and Lukas and so on. So absolutely, KD knows what people are saying because KD loves basketball maybe more than just about anybody in the NBA. So he knows what people are asking for is what we see every summer on my YouTubes and my Instagrams. And what's that, Rob? What I see at UCLA pickup games. What we see at the Rucker games when KD pulls up. What we say at all these summer league games and Lifetime Fitness. And what we're saying is elite competition. That's all people are asking for. They want people to go in there and compete. Nobody's asking you to act like it's life or death. But we're asking
Nobody's asking you to get injured or do something crazy.
But he knows what we're referring to because he, of all people, we see him play in the summers. We see him play in league after league. So you know what we're asking for. You all set the tone, especially the old heads, because you guys are the last leaders before you guys call it quits. So we want to see the tone be set by them. All right, Rob, so they're watching us right now, which means another thing they can do is what?
They can subscribe. All you got to do is hit that button, subscribe to The Odd Couple for some of the best sports talk content in the nation.
Facts, and while you're at it, they can like, they can comment, they can share. Do all that for us. We appreciate it. Just do all that right up in here.